Okay, so I've shown you the pantry. Worst pantry tour ever, of course. And I did do that last pantry shop. Now, we've eaten a fair amount of a lot of stuff, but eating this guy and the chest freezer down, that's going to take some work. But I thought I'd show you one of the weeks that we've done so far and the meals that we made. So this is what we did this week. Okay, it is 7 a.m. Pork chop in the pan, starting to thaw. Carrots and potatoes, that'll go in the pan. Stewed tomatoes. So the pork chop will start cooking in the tomatoes for probably about an hour because they'll get nice and tender. And then we'll put the veggies on top. Dinner is prepped. Sunday night dinner. Day one. There we go. Day one dinner's done. So I took advantage of Fred being home because I love the wintertime. So we cooked the pork chop with the tomatoes for a little while. I just dumped that jar of stewed tomatoes on it. I prepped the veggies earlier, and then at a certain time he put the rest of the veggies in, and now they're all cooked and ready to go. So tomorrow we're having barbecue drumsticks. So potatoes and Brussels sprouts. Yay! Little bit of oil. Of course, the Brussels sprouts are frozen, so this is going to be interesting. Oops, a little bit of onion. Trying to do this really quick because it's lunchtime. A little bit of garlic. Can't hold on to anything because I'm in a hurry. A little bit of parsley. Can't find the salt. There's the salt. And a little bit of salt. Okay, mixy mixy. There we go. All right, let me wash my hands. We're going to put this in a nice little package. All right. Actually, we'll do it this way. There we go. And so I've got the serving tray here. Now I pulled this out of the fridge to show you. So we got the 3 drumsticks, and we have the last of this Southern baked stuff that came from Epicure. So on my last break, I will put this little breading mix on the drumsticks, and then I will ask Fred to put the whole thing in the oven. And there's dinner. We're using up potatoes, using up a package of drumsticks, and some of the Brussels sprouts that we got from the farm. So yay! I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Drumsticks, so one of those is mine. Fred will eat the other 2. And then the potatoes and the Brussels sprouts. Now they're kind of steam cooked. They're not browned. Ooh, steam. But 3 more things used up in the house, and some pantry staples, being some mix for the drumsticks that was used up, some onion, garlic, the Brussels sprouts from the freezer, chicken from the freezer. We are going to do this. We're gonna clear out that freezer. We're gonna eat now. It's been a long day. Well, it is 7:30 in the morning. 2 small little pork loin chops out. We have about 2 cups worth of mixed veggies. And about 2 cups of cooked brown rice that I'm going to let sit here and get cold. It is pork fried rice day. Time to make dinner. So we are making pork fried rice tonight. So all I did is I took out those 2 little tiny pork loins. And when I marinated them, oh my gosh, talking, not happening. So all I did is I added some ginger, garlic powder, onion powder. I added cornstarch. I don't know what it does to it. I just love how it comes out. some soy sauce, a little bit of salt, and then some oil. And it's been marinating in the fridge. Smells wonderful. Anyway, got the meat, got the veggies, got the brown rice. I'll show you what it's like when it's done. Peter fried rice all done. It's still sizzling away. Tastes wonderful, smells great. But we used up frozen veggies, pork chops, and some of the brown rice. We're gonna eat, and I'll see you tomorrow. Can you believe it's Thursday already? Wow. So, using a little bit more. Package of shredded zucchini from the freezer. 1 jar of our spiced tomato sauce and 1 jar of tomatoes. Now I got the spiced tomato sauce out just because I won't have a lot of time to simmer sauce tonight. We're just having beef tortellini with 2 veg. So the zucchini I'll chop all up and it'll get cooked in the sauce. So the sauce will cook about 20 minutes and we're just gonna have beef tortellini for dinner, which is technically 2 things out of the freezer because the tortellini's in there too. All right, make this up tonight. And so making Thursday's dinner was super relaxing because it was actually my Friday, which meant that I just thawed out the zucchini, I chopped it all up, and I spent my time making a really nice tomato sauce for dinner. It came out really, really well. Now, if you're not a zucchini fan, it really only gave me the texture. It didn't taste like zucchini. And of course, zucchini's got fabulous fiber, so it's good for me. There's the reason. But I just made the sauce. I let it simmer for about 20 minutes, added a little extra salt, pepper. I believe I added a little extra garlic and onion too. Either way, it came out really, really good. All I did is I cooked the tortellini, we drained it out, I stirred it in with the sauce, and we had enough sauce left over. We actually had pasta Friday night too. So, so, so tasty. We are making Salisbury steak tonight. Yay! So, I don't know if there's a recipe for Salisbury steak. I have no idea, but if you aren't sure, it's basically hamburgers with gravy. What we are putting in them, just because this is the flavors that I like, is a tiny bit of chili, not much. That's what, 1/4 teaspoon? Probably about the same of paprika. There we go. Garlic powder. That look good? And normally I grab an onion and stuff, but I'm just going to put onion powder in it this time. There we go. And parsley. A few shakies of black pepper. And a little bit of salt. Last thing I'm going to get is Worcester sauce. There we go. A little bit of Worcester sauce. It's almost like when I make meatloaf, but not quite. Turn on my pan. Give all this a really good mixy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fry these, and then I'm just going to let them get cold, and I'm going to use the same frying pan to mix up a mushroom gravy, and it's going to be tasty. Now, I am mixing this up probably a lot more than you would for a burger, of course, because I want these to be dense. You would never manhandle ground beef this much when you're making a burger. There's one. And here's 2. So this package of ground beef that I had is a little under a half a pound. Sorry, a little over a half a pound. Sorry, my fault. Alrighty, I'm gonna let these things cook up, and then I'll be back to show you the gravy. You want to grab a clove of garlic out of the chest freezer for me?
Freezer?
Yes, out of the freezer. It's in the tray on the left-hand side. There's a bag of them. Okay, so I've got the mushrooms. Now, I forgot I told you about these. I actually picked these up at the dollar store because I knew I was going to make this. But I forgot to tell you. Sorry. There we go. Just going to saute the mushrooms up. I saved the water to help make the gravy. And of course, we'll use our beef stock as well. But we're going to make the gravy. Our burger patties are going to sit in here and they're going to simmer probably a good 40 minutes before we have dinner. Alright, I'll show you what it's like when it's done. Okay, I also put a cheddar gravy in here just to give us that peppercorn. So it's going to be a mushroom and peppercorn gravy. Alright, time to let them simmer and I'll turn them over from time to time. Alrighty guys, there we go. We have mashed potatoes. I've warmed up some veggies. We're just having a can of veggies today. But this is our Salisbury steak. So, like I said, I used the water from the mushrooms and a package of some peppercorn gravy and a little bit of beef stock. And I'm just saying, that tastes phenomenal. Alrighty, we're going to eat. And you guys have a great rest of your night. Alrighty, so that was a week's worth of our dinners. Came out pretty good. Now the peppercorns, though, on the Salisbury steak, I forgot how many peppercorns were actually in that little cheddar gravy mix. Chomped on a couple of those peppercorns. Oh my gosh. Just saying. A little harsh. But anyway, yeah, that was one of our weeks. And of course, we are slowly getting there. So how's your pantry challenge coming if you're on one? Or even if you're on a partial. Alrighty guys, you have a fabulous rest of your day. We'll see you next time as we continue our simpler life here on PEI. Bye for now.